Bob Bones from the Metal Lab, the home of underground metal, giving a shout out to Sia Studio Promotions, Psycho Bunny Death Cult, and the great show Into the Fire. Enjoy.
One time to set on fire and dream of seasons with you. Oh, paralyzed, shattered and I lost control. Fell into a hole with the light, feeling like I was wrong.
What's up, everyone? Hello.
Good evening, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yes. Happy holidays, everyone.
Look at that badass tree. Let's see what we got going on here. Hello, Ron. Good evening. Merry Christmas.
Ron. Hi,
Merry
Ron.
Christmas to you. Jewelzz is like, yeah. How's it doing tonight? How was your ladies' day? Did you guys have a good day?
Excellent so far. Even better now.
Yeah.
Right. This is our very first Christmas show.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm super stoked. This is the first time that we've done this Christmas show for Into the Fire. Our first Christmas show together as Mush, Jewelzz, and Sid.
Yeah.
My day was a pretty decent day. I got up this morning and I was like, I want some breakfast. So I got up, got some breakfast, took the kids out for breakfast. You can probably hear them screaming in the background. That's just that's the after effects of breakfast that you hear the screaming. That's them on the toilet. And then we did some last minute Christmas shopping.
Nice. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
All ready for Christmas then?
So yeah, look at that badass tree there you guys got behind you.
Yeah, we're all ready.
What is up with that?
We got some skulls. We got some snowflakes.
You know, we got some aliens. We got some birds. A cat. We got some mummified cats.
Yeah.
There's a plethora of just different kind of scary shit on a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Enough scary stuff to scare a little kid on Halloween, but it's yet still Christmas. So you still get that Christmas feel to it. So they're not exactly afraid, or are they?
This is
Hello, Evan. Good
This
evening.
is effigy of hate. So, yeah.
Effigy of hate. So what? You can't expect anything less from effigy of hate. I'm
Exactly.
simple with this little bit of decorations. I mean, my house is decorated, but for tonight, I just thought I'd wear some jammies.
I think it's perfect.
They're adorable. They're
Marble
perfect.
That's
jammies
perfect.
and my little elf hat, since I'm Santa's little helper.
Yeah, give us a jingle.
What? Ron says, awesome. Fucking awesome tree. And Bill Jones, good evening. Merry Christmas, Liz. Merry Christmas, Liz.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Liz.
Merry Christmas to everybody. So we have a very, very, very good show tonight.
Yes.
We have a great band, some friends of mine from where I live.
Oh, perfect.
Here in the city of Indianapolis. I've become good friends with them. They're also recently signed to Inner Demon Records. Outside of metal, I love all sorts of music, and to be able to bring these guys on was just a thrill, and I cannot wait to introduce this band. Without further ado, let me just introduce them and bring them on.
Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Samuel, Rebecca, and Jeff from Celtic Rain.
Bring them.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the
Welcome.
show.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am super excited for tonight's show. This is my very first attempt ever of doing any Facebook Lives of actually putting together a Christmas show. And I couldn't. I didn't. When I thought about it, I thought, man, what a perfect way to do a Christmas show, as to bring my friends Rebecca and Samuel and Jeff onto the show and do what they do. Do their magic.
We are very happy to be here.
Absolutely.
So awesome. So awesome.
So I've had Rebecca and Samuel I've had them on the show a couple of different times. The first time I met them, it was that they had a side project they do called Luton Lady.
Okay.
And they also have this band, Celtic Rain. Well, this is the first time that I've had Celtic Rain on the show, and we're going to have ourselves. You guys are going to play us some songs. It's going to be a live concert setting. We're going to
So exciting! Great! Yay!
This is fun. This is. I'm excited. I'm like a little kid on Christmas. I'm like on Christmas right now, begging the parents when they open that first gift.
Right? I know, right? There's nothing better than Celtic music on Christmas. Just
Absolutely.
So, without further ado, let's start the show off tonight. I'm gonna let you all introduce the song, talk about a little bit about the song and what it is, because part of what this show is going to be about tonight, we're playing all Celtic Christmassy songs, and you guys are going to be talking a little bit about the lore, the story behind these songs. So we're putting a little bit of a twist on Christmas this year. So I'm excited to get this off and started. So I'm going to let you guys take it away.
All right. Well, there you go. Turning mics on is a good idea. The first song we're going to do is called The Voice. And this one actually is Celtic women actually did this song. And I started listening to it, and it really just touched my heart. And I thought, they do it with a violin and all that stuff, but we are going to do it with the bagpipes. We're going to let our bagpiper tune up here in a minute. But for The Voice, it talks about the voice that comes on the wind and the voice that comes into our hearts and leads us and guides us throughout, the voice that's in our head that helps us know what it is that we should do, or fight the battles that we should fight, or love the people that we love. So this is in Celtic tradition. There's a mysticism that happens with air, and that Celtic mysticism is found in this song as well. So you're gonna let the pipes tune up.
Tune up right quick.
Your
Wow, that was awesome.
That
Oh my
was
gosh.
a beautiful song.
How powerful.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one of our favorites. And
Hey,
we
hi.
pulled that out last Christmas and learned it and put the pipes to it, and it feels as if you're coming off of a mountain in Scotland, you know, and it has that misty situation. So
It's beautiful.
I love the sound of bagpipes anyway. But I love this type of music, and I thought, man, what a better way to have a Christmas special, and then doing it this way. Cheers, sir. What are we having over there, sir?
Samuel turned
Well,
his microphone.
let's turn my microphone on. There we are. All right. I didn't have my microphone because I didn't see.
I'm having a wee bit of the dirty bastard.
So just over here drinking dirty bastard Scotch ale. I've got a Scotch called Monkey Shoulder, which is a nice little Scotch, little wee dram.
And I've got some tequila.
The traditions must be observed.
Traditional Scottish tequila,
Scottish
which is
tequila.
actually an interesting story because the first time she had tequila was in Scotland.
That's
in
true.
Glasgow.
And it was the first time I realized I liked tequila.
Glasgow wasn't the first time I had alcohol, but there were several times I swore it would be the last.
They be having their traditional holiday everyday coffee.
Never float your boat.
Exactly.
That's Canadians' version of alcohol right there is Tim Hortons coffee.
It truly is. It really is.
It is.
Let's say hello to some people who just has popped in tonight. So we have Tisha, good evening. It's good to see you on tonight. Mary Beth, hello. Pelly, good evening and this is from, I think he's from Sweden.
I think
Karen
so.
Robert, good evening. Thanks for tuning in to everybody tonight, hanging out with us. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Awesome. And cheers. That's from Robert. Ron says, thank you, Sid, for a great Christmas show. Oh, we're not even done yet. That's just the beginning. This is going to be, I'm really excited for this show. I hope you guys are too. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. Hi, Sid Ryder. How are you doing, brother? Happy holidays and Merry Yule to you too.
It's amazing people here.
I hope everybody is doing well. This is all
being here.
all these people are popping in here, are all part of our tribe, all part of our group, all part of Sacred Gates, all some short fashion are part of Inner Demon Records, Sears Studio Promotions. Just one big, huge extended family. And to be able to put on a show like this, to have everybody tuning in and watching and hanging out with us, it's a pleasure and it's our honor. So would you guys like to play us into another song, Celtic Rain?
That would be awesome.
All right. Well, let's give it right to you then.
Awesome.
All right. So we've got a couple of tunes we're doing that involve the very magical word called wassail. Wassail is it's like a hot mulled cider, and it's almost always definitely alcoholic. So, not always, but usually.
It's cold in Scotland.
And
Okay, I'm
it's
just
cold there.
Preferably
So,
alcoholic.
So it's like it doesn't really matter. They need something that's going to keep them warm.
Right. So we're gonna go wassailing now. This is here we come a wassailing.
Here we come a wassailing among the leaves so green. Here we come a wandering so fair to be seen. Love and joy unto you I wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. We are not daily beggars that beg from door to door. We're common neighbors, children who have seen before. Love and joy come to you I wassail too. And God bless you and send you a happy new year. And God send you a happy new year. That would traditionally be
Traditional.
very traditional
So-
British song for
So
Christmas.
yeah, if you know what
Very
wassailing is,
traditional.
wassailing is like is going from door to door, basically hitting up your neighbors for alcohol.
Yes.
That's
Which obviously right now would not be happening. Here, have some COVID. But you know,
You got any extra vodka in that cabinet in there? Well, yes, I do.
now say that.
Well, yes, I do.
What's that?
Oh, right. Is there anything? What do you have to give me?
Good evening. People are showing up. Dino, hello. How are you doing, buddy?
Hi,
Very
Dino.
cool.
Hi.
To Karen, Mary,
Karen.
you happy holidays to you all. Miss you all and love you all. Blessed be everyone.
Yeah.
Mush saying Merry Christmas to everybody. Clap,
Yeah.
clap, clap. That was a clap, clap, clap.
Hi, Don.
Thanks everybody for coming in, hanging out. So we're here with this is Into the Fire, and tonight's our Christmas special. I'm Sid. People are tuning in. I'm Sid. This is Jewelzz and Mush from Effigy of Hate. This is Samuel, Rebecca, and Jeff from Celtic Rain, and we are having ourselves a Christmas show. Here's Christmas concert done with a twist. We're playing some Celtic music and telling a little bit of stories behind the songs that are being played tonight. So hope you guys are enjoying the show. This is our way of giving thanks back to you all the support you guys have shown all of us in our own individual projects, whether it's Effigy of Hate, Celtic Rain, or stuff that I do, or as a big collective. This is just a celebration to say, hey, thank you guys. We hope you guys have a happy holiday, a happy Yule, a Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. So what you guys want to play as another one?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
You
You want to do this? Sure, go
Yeah,
for it,
sure.
baby.
All right. So we've got a pretty traditional thing called by Gustav Holst, but it's been really adopted in Scotland, and a lot of times people would write Christmas songs that don't necessarily have much to do with the way life was with Christ and everything, but it was more to do with life in their own areas. And in Northern Europe and in Scotland, it gets bloody cold in December.
That's why
And,
people go and
and
give drinks away.
we have, and that's why we go wassailing.
That's why you go wassailing.
So this tune, In the Bleak Midwinter, I think some of my favorite memories are just thinking and remembering times when I was growing up, when the whole landscape was covered in a blanket of snow. It looks like marshmallows everywhere, and it's dark and it's bleak, but it's a beautiful bleakness. That's, I think, where In the Bleak Midwinter comes from.
It's the bleakest marshmallows you'll ever lay eyes on. Can we take a moment
The
to?
bleak
So
marshmallows.
Piper has to tune for a minute.
I'm such
Let's
the
do this
diva.
thing.
Close enough for good. Let's go. Let's go.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind moan, there stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, dawn angels and archangels may have gathered there. Cherubim and seraphim thronged in the air, but his mother only in her maiden worship the beloved with thanksgiving. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I give him my heart.
Another great one. Wow.
Quieter than some of your other groups you have on.
If you really want louder, I'll get out the Great Highland
Yeah.
pipes.
So we actually have, these are parlor pipes, which means we have to mic them. And so he had to learn because he usually plays the Great Highland pipes, which frankly are really loud. And and so technically, so he's had to learn how to use a microphone because they don't normally use microphones with bagpipes.
If it gives you any perspective, they were back in antiquity known as the Great Highland War Pipe of the North.
Because they were played to scare people.
Yeah, they scared the crap out of people. Things haven't improved a lot since then.
They still
honestly.
scare small children.
And some adults.
And some adults, yeah.
Let's take a moment.
I love
Let's
the
take
bagpipe.
a brief moment and let's kind of introduce everybody to you. Let's talk a little bit about you guys' background. Kind of give everybody out there who's coming in and tuning in and watching, kind of get a little bit of a get to know you guys moment, if you will. So let's start with Samuel. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Samuel. Tell us a little bit about your background.
My background. Well, all right. I'm gonna have to pick and choose. You know, the
Pull out the resume.
Yes, the PG-13 bits. But no. So I'm Samuel Lawson. I come out. I grew up mostly in Indiana, but I come from a Scottish family. I still retain the accent when I feel like it. And I've played guitar for about 30 years now. I've got a Master of Music from Butler University of Indianapolis. And I just I go out when I go out and I look for stuff to play. I generally look for things that speak to me, things that resonate with my soul. So sometimes it's Celtic music, and sometimes it's prog rock from the 70s, and sometimes it's Beethoven and Mozart and Bach, or lute or Renaissance lute. So I play the 15-string lute, and this last summer I did a whole series of songs that you should not play on the lute, but I did anyway, and it was a blast.
That was really funny.
I played some Soundgarden. I played some
on the lute.
so on the lute. I did a little bit of David Bowie
On the lute.
on the lute. I did some Rush on the lute.
On the lute.
Wow.
I did Rammstein on 16th
That
century lute.
was really great.
That
He
was
really
fun.
ought to be ashamed of
So that's a
himself.
little bit about me, and I also like to write a lot of songs, and we've done a lot of songwriting this year. So,
We have done a lot of songwriting. The pandemic has done
yeah.
what it's done for us is give us time to write music, frankly. So.
And I did finally get this thing. You hear these strings in the background, general MIDI strings. Made this little instrument out of my mom's organ. It was a parlor organ, and it was just falling apart at my dad's place. And I wired up a MIDI instrument out of it, so it's plugged into my computer down here at my feet. You can kind of see me, but yeah, you can see it. Yeah, right there. It's on the floor. You kind of see it.
What's it called, Samuel?
It's called the Steppen Pressen organ. No. So the Steppen Pressen
organ schleppen.
Yeah. Steppen Pressen organ schleppen.
We haven't patented yet. Not sure anybody wants it.
It's technically another member of our band.
It's the most sober member of the band.
Yes.
Yes.
Sober.
It spills beer on it.
Yes,
which has happened.
right.
What about you, Rebecca? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I'm Rebecca Lawson. Reverend, I guess probably. Oh my. So I actually I have been performing since I was 3, and I have a huge history of performing in crazy places. So all the way from my childhood, I performed at Disney, Epcot, and then went to Montana and performed with a group out there for a while when I was 16. And then I performed with another group around South Carolina area and Georgia area for about 5 or 6 years as a child, my teen years, teenish. And so I've been performing my whole life, but then went to school, got my bachelor's in opera, and then felt really called into, I've always felt called into ministry, but not normal ministry. So I'm not normal. Out south, they're not normal.
we couldn't find normal.
Everybody give me a high five.
If it was on a map.
So I was ordained about 8 years ago now, and my ministry is really crazy, and it's to all the people that everybody would be like, why are you doing this? Because it's so much fun to be around people that aren't, stuck on themselves. So, and so I have one foot in the church and I have one foot in my world of a mix of Druidism and Christianity.
One foot in the church and 1 foot in the grove.
One foot in the grove. I like that. I'm going to use that so much more.
Grave, but the grove.
Not the grave. No, not today. But I met my husband. And married for almost. That's my husband. We've been married for almost.
That handsome fella.
That guy right there. And so we started playing music together, and we started Celtic Rain a little over 10 years ago. And then Jeff came into the band about 10 years ago. And so we have had, it hasn't been the same. And we've had other people come and go throughout the band, but it has been a really interesting time. And we had one person who was beautiful and just had to go in a different direction. And left us and went in her own direction. And we decided, well, maybe let's see what it's like with these small pipes now. If we can just implement the pipes into our songs more and kind of change our sound and have a lot of fun with it. And so the pandemic has really been good for us to be able to really hone in on our sound. And really be like, okay, yeah, this is going to be us. Even if people come and go, the 3 of us are good, and we can play we've done, oh my gosh, we did a Viking Fest once and did all crazy fun stuff. And it was like zombie, man. That was our other
Vikings
like that. So
1990s
Irish 1990s Irish song. So we pull out, when we're like playing pubs and stuff like that, we'll pull out all of the fun stuff that's just real fun rock and roll kind of stuff, which is really hilarious for us to do it because we tend to be slightly lyrical. So we're like, let's not be lyrical, but still very lyrical. Let's be hard. Yeah, so it's a twist, but it works for us. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Jeff, we got a special request. It's actually a question that somebody asked here. Ron wants to know, can you play Silent Night with the pipes?
With the pipes? Do you know Silent Night?
Okay, I have a confession to make. I'm Jewish. So a lot of these songs are not natural to me. So I don't have that one memorized, but I'll tell you what. Tune into the next performance. And I'll have it there, the truth is out. It's out there. Let's just move on.
Let's get on to
Once Bob and Nagila, we can do that, but I don't think that's appropriate.
Why isn't that appropriate?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Jeff. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. Well, this is a clear instance of one of these things is not like the others, because the way to compare my musical pedigree to their musical pedigree is that I don't actually have one. Okay, all right, here's the background. I'm actually, they're actually musicians. I've been an engineer doing heavy machine building construction most of my career. I'm the COO of an engineering company in Shelbyville. This was just something I happened upon the bagpipes when I was studying engineering at the University of Illinois. In Urbana-Champaign, when the Black Watch 42nd Royal Highland Regiment, which is one of the oldest Highland regiments, active combat regiments in the world, came through the University of Illinois at their 250-year anniversary tour. And when I heard them, I decided I was going to do that, because it doesn't matter how bizarre it is. If I decide I'm going to do it, by God, I do it.
You're gonna do it.
As you can imagine, you just don't really look up bagpipe instruction in the Yellow Page, especially now since the Yellow Page.
Yep.
So I didn't get an opportunity to actually learn until I became an engineer with the Del Carimi division of General Motors in Anderson, Indiana, where I trained with the pipe majors of the now more or less defunct Highland Scots in Anderson, Indiana.
See, no pedigree.
No pedigree. Then I moved to Lafayette, Indiana. I joined the 42nd Highland Band of Music, was with them for several years. Then several of us split off, and we formed the first competitive pipe band. Yes, for those of you who can't imagine, there are bagpipe competitions.
So awesome.
We formed the first competitive pipe band that had come out of Indiana in 30 years. Myself and the pipe major were the two founding members originally. We've been competing on the Championship Supreme Circuit since 1998. We've won 2 WNPBA pipe championships. In 2018, after years of effort, we achieved a bucket list. We competed in the World Championships
In Scotland.
At Glasgow Green. So that was
Good adventure.
standing there with 6,000 pipes and drums that's a pretty incomparable experience at the mass band. So that's the part I remember, because there was a lot of time spent at the world's biggest, craziest beer tent I've ever seen. So it's a little sketchy, but that part stood out. And I met them, and you can't get rid of me. It's like having gum on your shoe. So I've been with them ever since.
Well, we were actually in the parade.
In the parade, yeah.
Yeah, in the
St.
Patrick's Day parade, and
Yep.
I said, "Hey, we've got a gig after this. You should come play with us." And he goes, "Okay."
All right.
So he came to the gig, and like between sets, he would play songs, and
Yep.
and then I'm like, "And now you're mine."
I'm an incredibly hard sell.
Yeah.
I do like the chemistry that you guys have together. You can definitely tell there's a friendship bond there. And that's really what it's all about, really. That having that kind of chemistry to be able to make that magic, which we call music.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I can't imagine making music with people I don't like. I've done it. It's never fun. And you always leave going, why am I doing this? But when you're making music with people that you like, it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's a bagpipe love right now. I'm gonna read this commenter. I love it when Korn plays the bagpipe. I remember the concert very well. They start out with it and it ends with a very unique sound. So I just wanted to share some of that bagpipe love. You guys don't get enough of that. So there you go.
We don't.
No.
We get a lot of the bagpipe hate,
That's true. Bagpipe love, yay!
Yay! How's your local support, emotional support piper?
And you also get a lot of loving abuse.
I do get a lot of friendly. I do get a lot of abuse.
Everybody though wants to take your picture.
Yeah, you do. Yes. I mean, I collect bagpipe jokes, and there's so many of them. Okay, I'll give you one. What do you call a piper with a pager?
What?
An optimist.
See, the man of many talents.
I can actually, I mimic the bagpipes quite
Yes, she
well.
does. Yes.
So we'll be practicing, and I'm like, okay, right here, I want you to go. And he's like,
That's
I don't know. Yeah, you can. That's it. I love you anyway.
I'm not going to cop to that.
Like, and play right here.
There we go. Here's where you make your unbearable noise, and then we come back in again with actual music.
When he was playing,
Ryan, good evening tonight. Ryan, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in and saying hi to us, hanging out with us on our Christmas special, Into the Fire.
Yeah.
Robert says,
Slayer.
unbelievable. Brent, Slayer and bagpipes. Great combination.
I would love it.
right? We have been trying to figure out, like, we've been trying to figure out how to put bagpipes in everything.
Right?
Yeah, I should be.
Everything's better with bagpipes. That's my motto.
And then Jeremy McIntosh says, well, that needs to be on a shirt. Bagpipe love.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what?
That should be our
Absolutely, it should. He's a genius, and we're going to do that.
I think I'm gonna think about the brand.
And we're going to do that. Yep.
Tune in tomorrow on the Inner Demon Records Teespring store, and I'll have a shirt made that says bagpipe love.
Bagpipe love. Absolutely.
Celtic Rain.
One of my nicknames in this band is the emotional support piper, by the way. So I spread the love.
We got to spread. So you guys ready to spread some more Christmas Celtic music on us?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to let you guys take it away, let you talk about it, and then play right along.
I think, yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to change up. We were going to do, we'll still do this song, but we were going to do another Wasley song, but I think we should do a bagpipe song since we've had so much bagpipe love out there. Let's do,
You want to do Tela Criosa or what?
No,
or just
no. Gravel Walk. Do
Gravel Walk. Oh, okay.
So
Let me
this is
tune up right quick.
this is a song called Gravel Walk,
All right.
and it's a traditional piping tune that we then took and put
Stuff in it.
stuff.
Yeah, we put there was Highland Celtic stuff.
Stuff.
That's what it's called. Highland stuff. Give me 1 second to
We
tune.
have to do this and do that.
You can watch the tuning magic happen here.
Right? His bagpipes are they made out of atmosphere?
That was your bagpipe love right
I
there.
think that one was my favorite. Yes, that one was my
Awesome.
favorite. That was so beautiful.
It was a beautiful song, and I like what Ron said. Most of everybody knows that I am pagan, and I talk about it a lot, and I talk about it in different ways. I just try to do it in more of a mainstream, modern way of talking about it. But I love the way that Ron says great sound reminds him of sort of like an old world pagan sound, and that's kind of like the direction that I wanted to go with this show tonight was, ultimately at the end of the day, pagan is a great big umbrella for whatever you believe in. It's that pagan title gives you the liberty to believe in whatever you want to believe in. And I choose to be pagan, some choose to be Christian, some choose to be whatever they want to be. But using the title pagan for me, it's like using a big umbrella term, because there's so many other different religions, beliefs, walks, paths. We all have them. That's the beauty of being a pagan, is that you're able to choose your own way, choose your own path, and being able to do the things that you want to without feeling you have the restrictions under titles.
You can never go wrong with inclusivity, can you?
Absolutely not. So I've always been proud about that. I've always been a proud pagan, because most people don't really come out about it too much in public. People don't talk about it too much in public. But I'm glad Rod brought that up, because at the end of the day, that's who I am. I'm one of those wild, free pagan type people, and I truly believe in magic. I believe we all have our own magic. We all have our own skills. We all have our own gifts. Samuel plays guitar. That is his magic. That is his gift. Rebecca sings and plays drums. That is her magic. That is her gift. Jeff plays the bagpipes and has one hell of a sense of humor. That's his magic.
That's phenomenal.
And that's his gift.
Absolutely.
And I really do appreciate you guys coming on here and doing this show with us tonight. This is truly a pleasure for me, and I'm sure everybody who's tuned in tonight has enjoyed the show as well. They loved it.
Thank you guys so much.
It's a pleasure for us too. It really is.
Thank you for having us. Believe me, right now that as musicians, we're like, we get to play music, because it's just like right now as musicians, there's just not avenues at this moment. So it's beautiful that we have this opportunity. So thank you.
Aw.
I've never seen green dreads before, so that is just a bonus. That's cool.
Green red.
Green dreads are awesome. I'm gonna get me some of those. I think I can.
They're fun.
Yeah. What's that? You need some Jewish dreads.
I do. Well, we do have them, but I'm not Orthodox. I can't wear those.
Yes.
That's what those are. Yeah.
Oh, dangly.
Little dangly things. Yeah. That's what we call them. We call them the little dangly
Little dangly
things.
things,
Little dangly thing. You're a little like dangly thing.
There we
Little dangly thing. Crow says, "What's up, buddy? How are you doing tonight? Good to have you. Come and tune in. Well said. Thank you, Brent. I appreciate that." Mush, he has a merch store. I just never promote my stuff. It's true. I
Promote you.
don't push my shirts enough, and I really should. I need to come up with some new designs.
Really?
Now that we have
I'm
bagpipes,
gonna do bagpipe love, man.
Now that there's bagpipe love happening
Right?
here, we will.
I'll buy a bagpipe love
There you
shirt.
go. So will I.
It needs to be like, you need to have like girl bagpipe love.
Right?
I would love to have girl bagpipe love. And I got to tell you, I joined a band years ago because I thought that was going to happen. Bagpipe bands don't have that, just so anybody knows. It's not the same thing as joining other bands. It does not happen at all. You don't get groupies, you don't get followers, you get none of that.
Aw.
He's really good with his fingers.
I am good with my hands, very good with my hands.
So you guys ready to play us another tune?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep you guys. I'm just gonna keep you guys. I'm just gonna pump out the tunes all night long. I'm just kidding.
All right, sounds good. We got
All night
we
long,
can
all night
keep
long.
going.
As long as we don't drink too much, absolutely.
We've got some more. We've got some more wassail for you. This is sometimes this song is called wassail, or it's called the Gloucester wassail. Now Gloucester is sort of like Worcester, but it looks like Worcestershire, but it's pronounced Worcester. Well, Gloucester, it looks like Gloucestershire, but it's just Gloucester wassail. So, or maybe it's Gloucestershire. Anyway,
No, it's Gloucester.
Gloucester.
It's
The
Gloucester.
I
Gloucester
can't even say
wassail.
Worcestershire sauce.
This is also
You know, it's funny,
about
the
I
same
am
problem.
so
going around and going to random strangers' houses or your neighbors' houses and drinking.
There's a
They're-
theme
they're
happening
just-
here.
I gotta kind of get a
There's an unhealthy pattern
It's
emerging.
very
Wassail over the town. Our bread is played and our gilded is brown. Our bullet is pale, the white maple tree. With a wassail bowl, we'll drink until so here is the cherry and to his right cheek. Drink up in a matter like a piece of beef. A good piece of beef for the tree. With a wassail bowl, we'll drink until here's a help to the young and it's like I break ups and our master a good Christmas pie. A good Christmas pie, as ever I did see. With a wassail bowl, we'll drink until so here is the Broadway and sugar brought on. Make rocks and our master a good proper corn. A good proper corn, as ever I did see. With a wassail bowl, we'll drink until who's gonna let me into the house? So here is to the maid in the lily white smock, who tripped through the door as it put back the lock. Who tripped through the door and pulled back the pin. Oh, let these jolly wassailors walk in. Wassail all over the town. Our bread it is white and our ale is brown. Our bullet is made of a white maple tree. With a wassail bowl, we'll drink until
Another great one.
Verses out there,
That
one,
was so good.
Well, there's
That's the thing.
7 here. I
There's
skipped a couple.
7 verses on this paper, but
The last time we did that publicly, he just leaned into the microphone in the middle of it and said, where everybody could hear it, we're not going to do all 7 of these. all right?"
Enjoy listening to Samuel sing. I do. One of my favorites ones is I Want to Go to the Pub. I think
Oh,
that's just a fun song to listen to. I play it a couple times on my radio show, and I've done some Facebook Live like watch parties where I play that from YouTube.
I wrote that song in July, right after I recovered from COVID-19. Rebecca and I both had it
Yeah.
bad. Like it was awful.
Oh, it was
we were
really
both in the
bad, yeah.
hospital.
yeah, it was really bad.
And right around July, I'm like, man, I miss a lot of things, and one of the things that I miss is just going down to the pub. You go to the pub, you walk up to the bar, you say, and you say, give me a pint. If you're in a place that knows what they're serving, you say, give me a pint of bitter. You can do that at Broderville Brew Pub, by the way. They'll do that. Yeah, I want a pint of bitter, and I'll pull you.
This has been
they'll
an
pull you a
unsolicited
pint.
announcement.
It's
We are sponsored in no
yeah,
way.
exactly. Well, but yeah. So yeah, I wrote, I want to go to the pub when I just really, really wanted to go to the pub. So yeah.
Well, we're going to go now. It's been a great show. Have a nice one. You guys have been beautiful.
Now, do you guys have one more song for us tonight?
We do. We have one more song for you.
What we'll do is we'll say our goodbyes for the night. Everybody who has tuned in tonight and joined us on our Christmas show, thank you all very, very much for coming in. and hanging out and letting us introduce you to Celtic Rain and their amazing gifts. You guys can check them out on Facebook, Celtic Rain. You can find them on their Facebook page. You can also there's YouTube as well. You can you can find them everywhere.
Yeah.
If not, you can go look on Inner Demon Records Sierra Studio promotion page, and we'll be making a formal announcement where because they're part of the label now. So you guys will be able to find all of their links to everything that they got going on that page. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up announcement in the next day, Pine Life Sunday. Outside of that, we have nothing going on next week. It's Christmas, so I got a radio show to do on the night before Christmas Eve on XRP Radio. That's going to be a fun show to do. I got some cool heavy metal thrash-ish Christmas songs that are going to be played on that show that night. Tune in. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So tune in to XRP Radio and the Delinquents Ball for that. And then on New Year's Eve, we're going to have another concert here on End of the Fire. We're going to have Catch in the Car. She's going to be performing live. She's going to be doing some of her songs from her latest EP, I Am on Fire. So she's going to be doing some songs from that. And maybe a couple holiday songs throw in the mix as well. So we got a lot of things going to happen in the near future. So thank you guys all for all the support. Thank you once again, Celtic Rain, for coming and doing this with us. We are going to let.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
We're
having me.
going to let.
A lot of fun.
It was our pleasure. It really was our pleasure. This has been a great time. I love the music. I've always been a huge supporter of what you guys do. I love Samuel. I love Rebecca and Jeff. You're getting right there next to me right now, close to my heart as well.
Nice.
I got you.
Guys are great. I really appreciate it.
Family, so you are chosen family for sure.
And then there's those of us that just glom on.
He's my growth.
Everybody out there,
Keep threatening to have me, Lance.
have a safe week. Have a great Christmas. Have a great holiday time. Spend time with your family. Be safe. Be safe while doing it. But enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your Christmas. And that being said, I'm going to let Celtic Rain send us off tonight with another song.
Thank you. Well, first off, I want to say happy birthday to Leanne. I know you're watching. And Samuel's going to tell you a little bit about this song and the history of it.
So in Scotland, for a couple of hundred years, Christmas wasn't really celebrated that much. It was discouraged by the Kirk, which is what we call the church now. But there were very few actual Scottish Gaelic Christmas carols. This is one of the very few, one of the surviving Christmas carols here. This is called Tala Creosda, which is Gaelic for Christ Child. Creosda, that's Christ Child, and Tala is lullaby, so it's a lullaby of the Christ Child, or the Christ Child's lullaby. And
I'll be singing the English words, and then Samuel will be doing a verse in Gaelic action.
I'll be piping in both English and Gaelic.
Right. My drums will be doing the
Hold on.
like of you. Oh,